your financial literacy oftentimes as a consumer is limited in comparison to those who are producers or owners.
Got you.
And even the school system, it in a sense inundates you to be a student, not a student, a consumer.
Yeah, factory worker,
employee.
consumer, yeah.
Have a trade.
Yes.
Things like that.
Which really quickly, just to like, because I work in the education system, if we were to like make kids learn about being producers, they'd still not do their homework. You know, like I've seen posts be like, "Yo, they don't teach our kids about taxes." Like, yo, if I gave your kid a class on taxes and gave them homework on taxes, they still wouldn't do it.
I think there has to be some incentive by way of
Right, of course,
like,
course.
They have to
but
see.
it's a joke. Like they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta do my tax homework." It's like,
But I think if they saw the benefits of it, like you look at personalities like Batman Kevo. Do you think that? Are you familiar? Anybody?
I'm
familiar?
not. No.
Okay, so Batman Kevo is a gentleman that he makes the act of mastering credit look cool. You know, he's got all the cars, he's got all the girls, he's got all the houses.
Yeah.
He just did a 4-year stint in prison, but he came out with.
He went to prison, so he's super cool now.
I don't know if he's making taxes look cool.
Well, I mean, so like, based on the mind state that's perpetuated through social media. Everything's about instant gratification.
Right.
Yes,
People are looking at
absolutely.
this guy like he was down, rock bottom 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And right now he's a multimillionaire because he's disseminating information about credit, and in real time he's showing how this works.
Why'd he go to jail? You know?
Credit.
Hey, man.
You know, listen. He learned his lesson and then he got
Yeah,
better at it.
he learned his lessons. He'll readily admit he's on several platforms that when he went into
4 years
prison,
ago, he was in
learned how
court
to
like,
refine the skill.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, listen, just 'cause that shows. Sometimes you got to do a bid before you make it big, baby.
Yo, that's on a T. That's a bar. Hashtag that's a bar.
I definitely agree with it just on principle because like that's what attorneys and swag is. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't want to give a fuck about these laws. You gotta make it hip hop head. You gotta make it interesting.
Right.
Fun and
You gotta put
entertaining.
titties on it.
We tried to avoid the step of the bid. That's what we tried to
I'll
do.
challenge even what you said with the kids. I think a lot of kids there's a disconnect. Like if like they have a hard time understanding how this shit is useful. I think it's the teacher's fault that they don't like.
It's the system. It's
when
the
they taught me
system.
to-
No.
I think they have a hard time.
No.
And they're they're lazy.
No, I'm not saying that they're lazy. What I'm saying is the adolescent mind is not. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult to put it into a perspective and where they see it as a use, right?
Exactly.
I have.
But you also could just teach them more useful shit as compared to.
But see,
teaching them
there's
shit
things-
that's-
there's
it's
things you-
hard to
But
have
they
these
don't. But
connections.
listen, as a
There's things you
child,
have to teach though, like and
I don't disagree.
to make time to make sure that you fit everything in that the state requires that you fit into a curriculum. There's not much time to teach.
He's saying what the state is requiring is what they require is only building the mind of the consumer.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Right?
saying.
So the state
we need to lower
requirements
that.
need to change.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We're making the same argument.
And I'm saying that just the naturalness of a child, right, is gonna if they look at work. And a large percentage of them look at work and don't want to work, even if the work is going to save them
And I'll change
time
that.
or energy.
And I'll change that because beating Zelda, that's a lot of work.
It's not. No, it's not though.
And
it
that's
really
where
is.
the parenting comes in. When you think
Right,
of
of course.
Zuckerberg, right?
Right.
You think of Mark Zuckerberg. His father almost went bankrupt, making sure that his son, by the age of 4 or 5, had mastered the art of computer programming.
Damn.
His father put that house on the line, bro, so he could hire a tutor. Do you know what it is to have a 4-year-old kid sit still to learn?
That's
how to
very
program,
difficult.
Yes, I
That's
do
very
know.
difficult.
I know. It's impossible.
understand.
It is impossible.
But that's the reason why he's so successful.
It's the best time to do it.
Damn.
If you're gonna force them
It's
to learn
that
something,
discipline.
No, they're sponges now. They're sponges at that age. So I
Right.
think kids are naturally curious. Like Trey is asking me new questions a day, like that he's never asked before. They're just naturally curious and they're sponges. So they want to learn. So I think that some kids as they get older, like you're in high schools, right?
Junior high,
Junior
yeah.
high. So yeah, at that age, it's like there's a lot of more social stuff, social media and all that stuff.
Distractions.
Yes.
There's a lot more distractions. So their curiosity's still there,
Right.
but they just don't want to, when they get home.
It's misdirected.
Yeah.
And also
By
the-
design.
and also the
consumerism.
rate
That's what it's
and
directed
the
at.
rate in which their mind is now adapted to consuming content and information has been skewed and manipulated,
Yes,
right?
vastly shortened.
And so that's why, like, what you're talking about right now about being a private citizen and going through that whole process. There are a lot of people who I've spoken about, and I'm not as well versed as you. I know a smidge about it. I know about the maritime law and relationships and parent and partnerships. That's why they call it that. Which you probably can elaborate on it later. But like, when you start to talk to someone and they're really, really interested, but then like an hour in, they're like, "Wait, I have to talk to the state first, and then I got to talk to the federal, and then I got to do this, and then I got to do that, and that, and that, and that." Bro, I'll just pay
Pay taxes.
I'll just get fucking insurance, bro. Like, fuck that. It's easier for me to just comply with the state than do all the 30 steps I need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what I feel like you said, the consumers. So they're not gonna want to go through that step.
It's also culture based too. So you think of, I learned this because I was dealing heavily with Greeks, and they were showing me how they were able to create opportunities for their families in real time.
Like
in
what
a fairly short
what
time.
kind of opportunities?
Like think
we-
about the idea of coming to this country knowing nobody, and then being able to dictate the market in your demo. Like within 3 years, being able to understand that, okay, you know what? Because I'm functioning as a foreign national, I can occupy this area. I can bring my cousins in. Now, what we can do is we can all get access to credit, and now we can occupy stores. We can create streams of income so that now we can create systems and the fundamentals to essentially creating our own small society.
Our own little empire.
You see it in Brooklyn all the time, Williamsburg. You see it amongst the Hasidics,
Yeah.
Yeah.
respectively.
Yeah. I mean,